Yahoo! It is Buddy Boo. I thought I would do something different since all I've been talking about recently is my upcoming album coming May 24th. That is the only time I'll mention it, I promise. um, so yeah, it has been a while since I've done a solo trip to London. I think it's been like 3 years. But I'm back. It hasn't been 2 3 years since I've been in London. It's just been 2 3 years since a solo trip in London. But yes, I have booked for a few shows, so I'm very excited to see them. And I'll leave like a review after I've seen them when I return to my hotel room on a night time. But yes, so on today's agenda, um, I've got a table reservation at Gordon Ramsay's Bar and Grill Mayfair. I'm very excited. It has been on my bucket list for sorry, I'm joking. Been on my bucket list for a long time now to go to one of these restaurants. So I'm finally gonna be ticking it off. Someone in the other room gets Belgian. Bad manners. But yes, and I probably so it's booked at 5:30, and I was tempted to like book a show because sometimes they do like discounted show tickets for shows when it's the same day. But I don't think I'll have time because I don't know how service is gonna be like. So I don't know. So I've decided to go shopping instead. So it's in Mayfair, so it's not that far from Oxford Street. So I'm gonna go to Salvages, I think, and maybe it's Disney Store. But I need some like refreshments for my hotel. So yes, I need to do that as well. But you'll be coming along with us. Yeah, mate, coming along with us. But yes, so I'm at my hotel now, obviously. But I got a little bit of an upgrade, which I was excited about. So originally I was only supposed to be like in like this little shoebox room, single bed, and shared bathroom, and because I just thought, well, I'm only gonna really be in there to sleep. So I was just like, well, that would do. It was cheap enough for 3 nights. So for London, I think I paid like 193 for London. I'm staying at the Belgravia. I don't know. It's not far from Buckingham Palace. So yes, I got upgraded to a triple room. And it's quite nice if you were coming with your friends. It's quite nice. And instead of having a shared bathroom, I've got my own little ensuite. So I was buzzing about that because I don't mind sharing a bathroom with people or others, but it's better to have an ensuite. So I've got my little ensuite. I'll show you the room from this view. So this is the room. I've got all my stuff. I've made a mess already. I've made myself at home. But yeah, isn't it nice? I've got my own little bed here. So yes, so I've got to somehow get to the restaurant first. So I can get the tube, but I think it adds more onto your journey if you get the tube. So I'm gonna get the bus, and I've never really got the bus in London before, so experiences. But I've got to go to Victoria bus station and get a bus to Marble Arch, and then walk from Marble Arch to the restaurant. But yes, come along with me. Well, I'm back at my hotel room. To be fair, I've been back a while. I was just chilling, and then I realised, oh, I forgot the vlog. But yes, I had the most best experience at Gordon Ramsay's Bar and Grill in Mayfair. Guys, everything I put in my mouth, like every dish they served was just delicious. Absolutely delicious. Like, I've never tasted food like it, and I was kind of like scared because I was just like, oh, I've always wanted to come, what about if I don't like the food? But it did not disappoint. For starters, I've forgotten what it's called. I wanna say it's something pill, cabos pill. But basically what it is prawns in like this chili oil like sauce kind of thing. And you got the toasted sourdough. Oh, it was so good. Like, oh, like I'm a little bit iffy on I don't know what that was. I'm a little bit iffy on fish, to be fair. Like I do like fish, but sometimes I'm a bit so I was a bit scared. And like the waiters, everyone was so super friendly, like so friendly and so helpful as well. Like that asked us straight away, have you got any allergies? And I was like, well, it's not really an allergy, but if I have dairy and eggs, I'm quite poorly, like like migraine, so I'd prefer not to have it. And they were like, no, absolutely, we'll make sure there's no dairy, no eggs. And then another waiter came and spoke through the menu and told us what was best to have and what was best to avoid and stuff like that. So I didn't really know. I knew I wanted the vegan burger, but I didn't know what I wanted for starters. And I was just like, well, what would you recommend? And that's what he recommended. He was like, it's prawn so. And I was like, yep, that's fine. And he was like, and it's spicy. I was like, I like spicy. And then the other waiter that took my dish away was like, was it? He's like, it's all good. And he was just like, was it not spicy? I was like, no, not really. I mean, I knew it was there. I was just like, it was very flavoursome, but I knew it was there, but it wasn't too spicy. And I was like, oh, he was like, you are a strong girl. And I was like, yeah. And then the vegan burger again. Sometimes you can get really bad vegan burgers, but everything about that burger was just delicious, from the cheese to the sauce. It was just divine. What's it? Ken says, well, Ryan Gosling says, sublime. Yeah. It was just, and then, and to be fair, on the menu there wasn't like a vegan or dairy free option. But the waiter says that the only thing we do is sorbet. And I was like, oh, I love sorbet. And I was like, what flavours have you got? And he was just like, we've got mango, raspberry, or coconut. I was like, oh, sold me on the coconut. I was like, can I have the coconut? And it did not disappoint. It was so creamy, even though it didn't have cream in. It was so creamy and so sweet and coconut, and it was like everything. I could not follow it. I could not follow the dish at all. It was just sublime. It was like 10 out of 10. It was like 100 out of 10. Best place I've ever eaten. Hands down. If you're in London and you want to treat yourself, go to Gordon Ramsay's Barn Grill, Mayfair. So after that, I did a little bit of shopping. I only went into Disney Store and Selfridges, but I did a bit of shopping. I got my steps in. So I went to Disney Store, and I've got a thing for collecting Disney mugs. And I thought this was super cute because it comes with the spoon, and it's got the club, it's got the grape soda badge inside, and I love Russell. I love Russell so much, but I just thought that was so cute. So I've got a collection of Disney mugs happening. Like normally when it's my birthday or Christmas, someone buys us a Disney mug or a Disney glass, and we're here for it. So when I do get my own place, I'm pretty much sure whoever comes to visit, sorry I keep looking there, not at the camera, whoever comes to visit us will be drinking a cuppa out of a Disney mug. So yes, that is what I bought in the Disney store. That's all I've got, to be fair. I was tempted to buy 2 mugs, but then I was like, no. I went in the Selfridges. I was going to video my little hunt in Selfridges, but I didn't want to get told off. But I wanted to go into Selfridges for Jellycat. So my whole For You page on TikTok is full of Jellycats and people buying Jellycats, and I just wanted one so bad. And they have a lot of food range ones, and I would buy them all if I was a millionaire, but I'm not. So I bought a pan of chocolate one. That is gone in my car. That is sitting on my dash. I love it. I just love it. It was like a mixture between a donut, a corn on the cob, and a baguette because they're like my favourites. And then there was like 2 marshmallows, like joint ones, and I'm like, oh. But yeah. But I was so tempted to buy the baguette, but it was out of my price range. This was £18. £18, but it's a Jellycat and it's a pan of chocolat. It's so cute. But yes, if I ever went back, I would definitely be getting the baguette or the corn on the cob. My favourite vegetable is corn on the cob. I could live on corn, buttery and salty corn. I could live on it. It is the best. But I was just like, oh, I wanted the potato as well, but they didn't have a potato in, they just have the little potato, and it wasn't the same. And then there was a Venus flytrap as well, but again, there was a pretzel. I love pretzels, but it was £50. I was just like, I'm not gonna buy a pretzel for £50. So I ended up going away with this little guy. I also got gifts for people, but I'm not going to show them on here in case them people see. But yeah, I did get gifts. But that's and I did end up getting a drink from Marks and Spencer's, and I survived on the bus. Turns out the bus is so much cheaper than the underground, even though the underground isn't really expensive. If you go on the metro back home, it's like £5.50 for a return. It was like £3.50 for a single to get to the train station this morning. Ridiculous behaviour. Who makes up them prices? It was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I was just like, oh, but to be fair, where my hotel is, it's like hard to get a tube anywhere. So you've got to get the bus. And I was just like, oh no, I got the bus before. And I ended up getting free bus ride back because the machine wasn't working. And I was like, oh, it's record not working. I was like, and then I was into the bus driver. I was just like, I've literally just used it in Selvages because the bus stop was like opposite Selvages, and he was just like, "Did you get on the bus here?" And I was just like, "Yeah," and I went and it worked. And he was just like, "Sometimes it's temperamental." He says, "Just go sit down." I was like, "Oh, yes." Scored for a free bus ride, but I felt really bad. I was like, "Do you want money?" And he was like, "No, it's fine." So yeah, so that happened. And upgrade my room. So this could be, it seems like, I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like I'm quite lucky when I come to London. Like, good things happen. So goodness knows what's going to happen tomorrow. But yes, I shall see you in the morning. So, good morning. It is now Friday, the 12th of April. So, on today's agenda, I have a table booked at Wildwood Covent Garden. I've been before and I loved it because there was a range of vegan options. They did vegan lasagna and it was banging. So I'm hoping they've still got that. If not, I'm pretty sure whatever I get will be tasty. And then the show of today is The Choir of Men at the Arts Theatre at 3:30. My table's booked at 2:45. So I'm hoping service will be on time, you know. And after that, I have Hadestown booked, which I'm excited for all of them, but out of all of them, that one's the one I'm most excited for. So yeah, that is at the Lyric Theatre. So it's quite good because like the Arts Theatre is like 7 minutes from the restaurant, and then the Arts Theatre is 7 minutes from Lyric Theatre. So but the Choir of Men's only on for an hour and a half. Well, not only on, that's the reason time with no interval. So I'm probably going to come out of there for like 4:30. And Hadestown isn't on until 7:30. So I don't know what I'm going to do for 3 hours. But we'll have to figure something out. Even if it means I go and sit in a cafe. You know, so for 3 hours. Yeah. I don't... Covent Garden? What's in Covent Garden? Is there any like... I could just go shopping, but I don't know if they'll allow you to take shopping into the theatre. So I don't know. I think you're alright taking shopping into the theatre as long as it's not food, but then you don't really want shopping at your feet because you've got to think of the other people around you. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I should have thought about this a bit better and went to see a longer matinee show and maybe seen Choir of Men on Saturday instead. But it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a good day. We're gonna have a blast, and you're coming along with us. So let's go. Well, it is the morning after. I kind of wanted to do like the end of the day recap yesterday, but as soon as I got back, I fell asleep. So recap. I went to Wildwoods. I had, for starters, I had the focaccia, and like the olive oil balsamic vinegar dip. Then I had the vegan lasagna. Then I had the vegan option of the cookies and cream cheesecake, and everything was very delicious. Then I went to see The Choir of Men, and I absolutely loved it. I cried, I laughed, like, I went through a roller coaster of emotions. But what I found really cool is that, so people will ask, why do you see a lot of theatre in London? Why don't you just wait until it comes on tour so you can go see it locally? But the thing is, one, it's a total different atmosphere in London. But two, the whole theatre's like designed and like recreated to fit the show, and you won't have that. And sometimes you'll get an amazing set on tour, but sometimes it's not the same as what it would be on the West End. So this show, the theatre's done out to be like a pub, and it's really cool. But then you can go get a pint on stage, and you're allowed to like record throughout the show. You're allowed to talk to the cast. You're allowed to like take selfies with them and stuff like that throughout the show, which is very, it's very different. But I think it's quite cool, and I quite like the fact that we're moving forward. We're what's the word? We're growing within theatre to make it more modern, which is very cool. But yes, and every single man in that show was so freaking talented, from the vocals to dancing to playing instruments to acting. Oh my god. And the guy who's like, I think they're all kind of like main characters, but the guy that's the main character is called the poet. I think his name was Sam. My goodness, I was hung on every single word he said. It was just beautiful, and like it was just like, and like every time he was talking, I just started crying, and I'm just like, Shannon, what's happening? And I'm just like, I don't know. But everyone was so freaking talented. It was such a feel good show. Like, if you're in London and you're thinking of what show to see, definitely stick that on your list. It's only an hour and a half, no interval, so it just runs right through, and it goes by like that. And it was just spectacular. I loved it. Then for like a light tea, I went to Pret, and I had Thai vegetable curry. I didn't really like it. Crisp and cookie. The cookie was probably one of the best cookies I've had, though. It was dead gooey. It was delicious. yes, and then I headed over for Hadestown. I thought Hadestown, the set was absolutely amazing. Like the set actually moved out to like transform it into like Hadestown from like the upper world. I don't know. But yes, I'm not really a person that knows a lot about Greek mythology. Maybe do your research before going to say it, because a lot of the time I was just like, got no idea what's happening. The only person I recognised was Hades, but even then I was a bit confused of what was happening. But that's not the show's fault, because they told the story brilliantly, beautifully. In fact, it was just I didn't really know a lot about the background, but I suppose if you do know a lot about Greek mythology, it would make more sense to you. But again, photos were insane, like insane. The set again, beautiful, acting on point, on point, on point. But yes, set 2 shows I give a standing ovation to. Am I going to do a standing ovation of the day? So, on the day's agenda, I've got 2 shows booked again. I've got like brunch booked at Mildred's. The last time I was here, I went to Mildred's for pancakes, so I was just like, I'm definitely going to go back for pancakes. So that's what I'm going to have for breakfast. Brunch, lunch. But I did a bit of a mess up, which, you know me, wouldn't be a boy thing unless I didn't mess things up. So the fair is in the other palace, which is not far from Buckingham Palace, which is near my accommodation. I've booked Mildred's, which is in Covent Garden, which is in the total different direction. So I'm going to go to Mildred's. I kind of like changed my reservation because I thought the table was booked for 12:30 and I didn't know what service was going to be like. And then I was thinking that only gives me like an hour to get back for the theatre. So I'm going to change my reservation for like an hour earlier, so 11:30. So hopefully that will give me time to get back in time. So I'm gonna go for some breakfast and then come back for a bit of a chill. Then head over to the other palace. But the beauty is, with it being in the other palace, it means it's not far from my accommodation. So if I'm struggling to find something to do after that show, before the next show, I can always just come back for a chill. And then the show tonight is opening night. Now, I booked opening night, I think, like Thursday when I arrived, because I left like a leeway open for either seeing a show on Thursday. My voice is very croaky. On Thursday night when I arrived, but then I thought I better not, because I had the reservation at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant and I didn't know what service it was going to be. Turns out I could have went to see a show, but it's all good. I went shopping instead. So instead of going to see a show on the Thursday, I booked for the Saturday. So like today, evening show. So I would have 2 shows on. But I booked it only solely because of Sheridan Smith, because she's like one of my idols. I love her, right? I love Sheridan Smith. And I was like, oh, Sheridan Smith's in it. Book front row tickets. Yes. But then I saw a post saying that opening night is due to have an early closure due to unpopularity. And then I saw comments saying that I've never been to a show where people have walked out. And They said that it wasn't the performers. The performers were fantastic. It was just the script and the songs. But each to their own, like they closed Cinderella early, and I loved Cinderella. So I think it's each to their own, I might go and I might have a fab time. So I says to my mum, I'm not going to cancel the tickets. And they were pretty cheap. So when I bought them, they were like discounted. So they were like £45, which I guess is still a little bit expensive, but cheap for a West End show. And I was thinking, oh, this is great. And then it turns out that it's getting discounted because it's due to close early and it's not very popular. But just because it's not popular doesn't mean it's not going to be a good show. Just saying. So I'll tell you if it's a good show or not. But yes, I might go for tea before then. I don't know. Let's just go with the flow. Sometimes you have the best days when you just go for the flow. At some point, I do need to go for some cream because my eczema's broken out on my neck and on my face. Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. So I do need to go find some like cream. Hopefully there's a Boots nearby. But yeah, let's go head to Mildred's. Well, I'm back in my hotel room. Breakfast was lush. I should have only got the 2 pancakes, but I doubled up. I got the vanilla berry vanilla pancakes with peppermint tea. I thought if I eat all them pancakes, the peppermint tea will help us digest. But I should have just gotten the 2 because I didn't realise how thick they were going to be. But they were absolutely delicious. I did go to Boots for some eczema cream and some vitamin C cream. I'm going to put that on my neck and my face first. Let it dry, then put some of that on my face, not on my neck. Because my face is quite dry, even in the places I don't have eczema patches on. So yes, I found it easier just cutting through Victoria train station. Yeah, train station, because it's like a shopping centre. And I think that's probably where I'm going to get tea tonight, because there's loads of like restaurants there. But it's so much easier just cutting through there than walking all the way around. I think it cut off like 5 minutes off my journey, so little tip. Also something I forgot to mention. It seems as if like I've had like a full circle experience. I don't know. I don't even know if full circle's the right term to use. But anyways, the last time I came on a solo tour, I went to see Bonnie and Clyde in the Arts Fair. And that's where I almost said Everyman's Fair cinema there. That's where the Choir of Men was on. And I went to see Heathers, which was on the other at the other palace. And I'm going there this afternoon to watch Cruel Intentions. It's a little bit of a full circle moment. But yes. I want to say nice at the Gilead theatre. But yes, I don't think I've been in the Lyric Theatre where Hadestown was, but the wallpaper there was beautiful. It was like gold, sparkly. It was almost like a gold leaf painted. It was beautiful. I wanted to just peel some off. But yes, that is what I'm going to do. And then I've got like an hour and a half to kill. I think I'm just going to chill. I didn't really sleep well. Well, I did sleep well when I got to sleep, but I got to sleep quite late. I might end up having a nap. We'll never know. But I shall see you at the theatre. Well, that is this show complete. I'm back in the hotel with Burger King. I was gonna just go to the Burger King and then straight from Burger King to the theatre, but then I thought there's no sitting in that Burger King in the station. So I just thought I'll come back to the hotel, chill for a bit. I want to get changed. I did change into this because it was boiling. Plus it kind of suited the vibe of the show anyways. So I got away with it. But I'm going to change back into my black dress for tonight because it is getting a little bit colder now. But yeah, it was a great show, very great. Some great vocals in that show, great acting. I like the mix of the serious, but it was mostly comedic. But yeah, so it was a very cheeky show. If you've seen it, you'll know. If you know, you know. Definitely not really sure you should go see with children or take your parents to go see. Not that there's that much. There's not like any rudish scenes. There's a couple, but it's mostly for language. But yes, if you were born in the 90s or if you grew up listening to 90s music, then this is definitely a show for you. Or if you've seen the film Cruel Intentions, then it's a one to see. But yes, so far though, I have to say my favourite one's been Choir of Men. I've got one more show opening night tonight, and then it's home tomorrow. So I shall see you tonight. So it is the day after, and I'm just about to head into work. Review about opening night. To be fair, even though I've mentioned that it had bad reviews, it's due to an early closure and stuff like that, I still quite enjoyed it. It was quite nice to see like a production that showed rehearsal point of view, and it was very interesting. I think it could have had more songs. I think they could have played more with the girl that died. So basically what happens, it's about an actor, it's not actress anymore, actor on Broadway that's known for plays and stuff, but she's more of a comedic than a serious actor, and they're putting on a new show and she doesn't really like it much, but then she meets a fan and the fan gets killed, and then she's haunted by this fan. So it's a bit confusing, but I quite enjoyed it, and the songs that were in it I did enjoy, especially the opening number. But it could have had more. And when I was there wasn't a lot of bad reviews. People say that they were still enjoying it and they thought that Sheridan Smith was doing a great job and that she's good in everything that she does. But people were saying that it was just because they were a bit confused what was happening and there wasn't many songs. It was more of a play, but it's not, because anything that's got songs in is classed as a musical. So, and it did have a few songs in, so it was a musical, and I don't think people would understand it if they haven't had the experience of acting, especially on stage, which I have. So that's how it wasn't really confusing to me. I understood what was going on, but I think that's what it is. I think it's because people don't understand it. But apart from that, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it's a shame that it's not closing, but I think it's literally closing not because of the cast, not because of vocals, not because of set or songs or script, because I thought the script was really good. I think it's literally down to the fact there isn't enough songs and people don't understand because they haven't experienced what it's like in rehearsals. But never mind. we live and we learn. Don't click the fun video to share with your friends, and I shall see you next time. Bye.